Zout maakt met die mannetje.
Wat is het ook, hè? Loes.
So this here, this is a velocity stack. I don't know what else is called other places in the world, but here in South Africa they call the velocity stack, ram tube, force induction kit. Guys use it on naturally aspirated cars. We do sell it as well. This is a 100mm. That refers to the inside diameter. You do get the 76mm, which is more suited to your smaller engines. Let me just show you guys here this one. This engine right here, this is the MP9. Very common, popular car engine choice for the VW guys around here. So throttle body outside diameter here is 63mm, and the piping we use is 76mm. So the piping of this velocity stack, the inside, or rather outside, is 76mm, probably 76.5 or whatever. You have to take the material into consideration as well. So yeah, the reason why we're going 100mm now, so that more air can be blown over. Listen closely. It's being blown over the ITBs. So because this is a U-flow cylinder head layout, the heat from the exhaust kind of makes crap, because this is all heat. Hot air rises, so there's hot air traveling in here. Now the reason why we want colder air, because it's more ideal for combustion. That's why you guys see the guys using these force fed inductions and have the stack coming out in front. Yes, it sounds cool, but you want cool air traveling into your engine bay for your combustion. So to remedy that, ideally I would like a plenum setup, but I'm not by the means. If anybody is watching here and you have any idea, or you can fabricate me something here for my 34mm ITBs. By the way, these are from a Suzuki. These are Cayenne bike throttles. It was a simple layout. I'll leave a link to how we fabricated this in the video, so you guys can check it out. The management system running is standard dictator. Did the wiring myself. That right there, the distributor is from a MP9 Golf. So it uses a wall signal. It's not magnetic, it's a wall. No, also electronic coil. Still running the same tank. Just have my cold start here, and TPS injectors is from a B20 Honda. Yeah, so because this is kind of comes from a Honda. Did I say Honda or Suzuki? Man, the same throttles is being used in various vehicles, but the TPS, the FVR, everything is Honda. Yeah, so it's interchangeable. That's what's so cool about it. My buddy Fainan, he's the one that fabricated the ram tubes for me, because it ends just there. The reason why I went with this instead of the 20 valve throttles is because that would be various steps. It will be your intake. It will be normally your 20 valve is stop fed injectors. I'll explain that how that works in a bit. Just give me a moment, we'll get to that. It's top fed, side fed, top fed, my bro. It's side fed. Point is, it's very bulky, because you have a separate entity for your injectors, where injectors sit. You have another place where your the throttle blade sits, and then the still adapter, and then I would basically be a 4-piece. It's also bulky, it's heavy, whereas I saw these perfect. And the reason why I went with 34s, okay, I didn't choose the 34s chose me. It's because my runners, if you can check the diameter of my runners and the outside diameter of the ITBs, it's fairly close, so I could use the silicone hosing without having a step down. So one side fits there and the other side goes over the runners. Again, you guys can check the nitty-gritty about that, all about that, in the link. Yeah, so yeah, let's get into it. Let's check here. So ideally I want to have this while the car's driving. It's just sucking, it's blowing, so it will be blowing over my ITV. So yeah, let's check it out. How's the boss, man? So first I'm gonna remove the crow. I hope I still have more cable ties. What do you guys call it? The zip ties or cable ties? Sharp there. So I made this hole here. But I don't think it's big enough. Let's check how we're gonna dial this now up. So this needs to go there. Here we go. Als ik first spray it now, what do you guys think? I'll first spray it now. Funny! You don't liking money? So dude, it's supposed to sit like that. Let's see if we can mount this thing properly. Gaat ze het gewoon sprayen, man? So I'm gonna hand the camera over to Fonzo quickly. Just tap on the screen and you see where it's facing. This one we program here. Can have it hoor.
If it works, it works. Matte black.
Wat was dom voor nie? Weet jy wat? Ons moet eerst vastgeskroef en dan spray hem. Maar nou moet ik eens wachten tot hij doorgeraakt.
Nou klaar, nou.
So after Fonzo go give it a lekker coat. This is matte black, satin black. Just to look a little bit clean. And now we're gonna attempt to fit it on. The reason why I made this little cutout now, it's for the screw here on the headlight. I'll show you guys here. It was kind of in the way and I can't go further here because the radiator is there. So yeah. So nu pas moeitjes aan. Oh, maar supposed to. There we go. Maar zoals je zegt, get the screw right through here, no? Don't have one long enough. Let's see if we can that little screw to actually keep it in place. Sterke screwdriver.
Screwdriver bottom, bro.
Here's a flipping stars. There's no star. In Peru, all the screwdrivers look like us. Okay, cool. Doesn't seem like there's enough meat. Is that? So the radiator's kind of in the way there. So I have to make another mount for the radiator. Spacing is kind of an issue. I'll be surprised if this thing don't fall. Because normally 10 to 13, 10 to 4, we get the socket, the spanner. Maak je zaakje, this thing falls, is gone, my bro. There we go. So where the hell did I throw it now? It's gone. But nonetheless, the nut used to be here on my back, but as you guys can see, no space. I can't get my hand in here, so I'm just going to use one of these thick screws and just tie up the radiator from here. Yeah. I'm just chasing it here. Charging it like that. Ah! Hope I didn't cut through the radiator there. Can't feel it on the other side, but yeah, that looks about it. That's fast. I can just put the grill back and we can do a sound test. Cable ties. Okay. We have invented cable ties, man, bro. Zij is jongens, zij is oyster. So just remind me next time that the radiator is not in its original mounts. I've since relocated it by using a thick screw. So those that don't know, a thick screw has like a little drill bit in front. So instead of you drilling a pilot hole and then putting in a screw, it's like a 2-in-1 sensor. The whole point of this is a sound test. Seems sturdy enough. Lines up fine. Still getting its cool air there through the grill. Let's start them up. I have my special cut-off switch there. And alternators on. Make sure it's a neutral. Dictate this on. Cold start. Just pick up a little bit. Just check where the oil pressure is gonna go sit now. 2 bar. Climbing, 2.5 bar. Cool, now we can run our normal map. Do a quick sound test for you guys. So put this on it live. You guys want to check out what's on inside or outside? Partner will be doing the honors. Wanneer ga je record? Okay, cool. So Noora will be recording from outside. Cool. So there you guys have it. If you guys liked that video, be sure to click on a like and subscribe. And feel free to comment, me bro. No judging, no judging. Safe.
He makes the noise, not me.